So today I'm going to be spilling the tea about dorm life. It's a nicer facility. Dorm life is just like, it's a part of the college experience. Hello guys, what's up and welcome back. So glad you're here. I haven't done like a sit down talk with you guys in a little while, so it's been a hot minute, but I am very excited for today. If you're new here, I'm Lexi and I'm a college lifestyle vlogger, and I just do this as a hobby, and I like to give college tips along the way because I had no idea what I was doing when I went to college. So I'm going to be a senior in this upcoming fall semester. So today I'm going to be spilling the tea about dorm life, because let me tell you, it's not all that it lives up to sometimes. Some people love it, which is great. Me, I hated it. So let's get right into this and let me share you all the dirty secrets of dorm life. Okay guys, I have my coffee and my computer right here that has all my notes, so that I've been writing this list for a while. I've had this video in mind ever since I knew like I was gonna commute, and I'm like, oh, I should let the like upcoming freshmen that are going to college like everything that I experienced so they know what dorm life is like. And I hope this video doesn't scare you, because you can definitely have so much fun in the dorm life, but it's also not everybody's cup of tea. So I'm just here to tell you about my experience and everything that sometimes people don't really tell you. So let's get right into it. First thing is like kind of obvious, but space. Obviously, this does depend on what university you go to. I went to Taylor University, and the space of the room also depends at that university what dorm you're in. So the first year I lived in English Hall. Their rooms are much smaller. I think it's like one of the oldest dorms on campus. So that was different. But then my second year I lived in Berg Wall, and they had much bigger rooms, much nicer facility. Just so you know, upcoming Taylor students, try to get in there because it's much nicer. So space is a huge thing that you freshmen need to consider. Don't bring a lot of stuff because there's a lot of things that you don't really need. And honestly, that's something that you will learn. It'll be kind of a curveball, something that you will learn like along the way. And there's, depending on where your location's at, there will be stores or upperclassmen who can drive you to go get things if you forgot them or things like that. So space is something to consider, because this brings me into my next point, roommates. So obviously in your little tiny space, you are also sharing it with another person. Maybe it's one, maybe it's two, maybe it's three. This can be really tricky because if you're going in random, you obviously don't know who you're gonna end up with, which can be kind of exciting, but it is very nerve-wracking, which is totally normal. So that is definitely a curveball, because you have to look at your routines. Your class schedules are most likely going to be different. So one thing that I had to learn is not trying to wake up my roommate when I had class before she did. And so you kind of have to work around each other's schedules, and especially if like one roommate is out later in the night and so they come in later, but like, you know, you have to use your little flashlight because you don't want to wake up your roommate, but you also need to like, maybe you need to shower, or you need to grab books to study, or you're just trying to get in your bed that might be lofted. And that can take a hot sec. So learning to move around your roommate's schedule is something that you will have to learn. I think that's pretty much it. I've talked more on roommates in like my other videos, so I think that's all I'm gonna say for roommates. Okay, the next thing. So you have no alone time. So this can be really hard for people that really do need their alone time, because if you think about it, in the dorm life, there can be 30 to 50 people on your floor. It just kind of really depends. And in your room, you have your space, but you do not have a room to yourself. Some colleges are like that, some universities aren't. It just kind of depends. In my situation, I did not. Taylor University does not have separate rooms. I've always had a roommate. Finding your alone time can be really difficult, especially if you're having a really hard day or something comes up in your life and you're just really stressed and you want to have alone time. A lot of people go to their cars, and it's true. A lot of people, I mean, it's not uncommon to see somebody crying in their car because that's kind of the only space you can do it sometimes. And if you're not going to a friend or somebody that you can confide in and you just want to be alone, that is a safe place. That is a safe place. When I lived in English Hall at Tulane University, they did have something called a prayer room on each wing. I will say that that was very, very useful because like you knew that like you could go in there and you wouldn't be distracted, but there was only one. When I lived in Bergwall, there was not any. We had just like a big floor lobby. And you didn't really have your own like personal time. So that is also something that kind of sucks about dorm life, because in this huge transition of your life, you are trying to juggle all these different things. You know, you're a freshman, you're new, you're trying to make new friends, you're trying to figure out all of your professors and what they expect of you and what homework to do what night, what social event should I go to? Should I go to this social event or should I do homework? Should I stay in my dorm room or should I go socialize? So many different things, and sometimes everybody needs their alone time sometimes. Everybody needs their space, and so that is something that kind of sucks about dorm life. Okay, and being on a floor with a bunch of people, it's gonna get loud and it's gonna get chaotic. My floor in Berg, there are some girls that are just so crazy, so fun, but like that is a part of the dorm life. Like people are going to be loud. You'll probably hear the floor above you running or screaming or the floor below you. Or at Tulane University, it is not uncommon to hear people scream and hoop and holler outside either, because that's just kind of what they do. So that is another thing. Okay, so this next one is kind of like not personal, but personal fear of mine. I hate bugs. Bugs are just so gross, and I can't do them. I can't do spiders, I can't do stink bugs, ladybugs, I just can't do it. And so bugs, you're gonna encounter bugs in your dorm room because things just happen, especially if you're like one of your roommates or you leave food out, you're gonna get ants. Like, it's just, it's gonna happen. Or this past year, my roommate and I had a ladybug problem. For some reason, I just really don't like ladybugs. Like, they're just weird. And if you squish them, they smell. And I swear the one day, her and I killed like 30 or 50 of them in our room. Yeah, and some other people on our floor had problem with wasps, or there's gonna be spiders, and we had tons of stink bugs. Just a part of it. Okay, this last one is kind of gross, but let's face it, it happens. Everybody has to go. So the bathrooms, those things, it's nasty. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, it's nasty. And I'm not like a germaphobe, but seeing everybody's hair and waist and it's just not great. So think about it. You're sharing a bathroom with 30, 50 girls. The sinks will get really dirty, because also think about this. Where are you gonna wash your dishes? The bathroom sink. It's not like you have a sink in your room, because you don't. That may seem gross, but like, where else were we gonna do it? We were not gonna walk all the way downstairs to do it in the kitchen when 95% of the time people were already in there cooking. Like, it's just not how it works. And so a lot of time there was food stuck in the sinks and they got clogged a lot, which was really gross. You have the showers. Shower curtains are gross because they're just gross. Always wear shower shoes. If you don't wear shower shoes, I kudos to you. I don't know how you do it, because there is everybody's leftover whatever on the floor and hair everywhere, and it's just not classy. It's not cute. It's not It's just not it. And just expect that if you're in a girl dorm, there's gonna be lots of hair everywhere. And even though everybody asks one another to pick up their hair after they're done showering, girls don't do it. They just don't. I don't know why, but they don't. And it can be kind of gross sometimes. So sometimes, at least the showers at our university, they can be very like touchy. Like it's either hot or very cold, ice cold. And you had to go at the exact right time to make sure you had like a nice hot shower. Because if not, also you had to make sure you had the number 3 shower and not the number 4 shower, because number 3 had the right amount of pressure, but number 1 shower was just a little sprinkle. So if you want a body shower, go to shower number 3. If you want a full hair body shaving shower, you go to shower number 3. I don't remember. You just kind of like learn those things as you go along, and it's like funny, but it's not, because it's frustrating in the moment, but then you're like, whatever. Like, dorm life is just like, it's a part of the college experience, and I would never like take it back, because like I learned so much during the dorm life experience, but I've experienced it enough and I don't need to experience any more of it. For me personally, I might live in a dorm my second semester of my senior year, because I really don't know what's happening with that yet. But the fall semester I'm living home, so I don't have to worry about that, and I have my own shower, my own bathroom. That is actually all that I have, and I really think I've covered the bases, because I've already talked about this kind of like in one of my other videos, and so I'm really not going to talk about any more of it. But if you have any more questions about it, I would love to hear them, and like I'll definitely answer back. And if you want me to make another video about something about college, let me know, because I love doing this, and I don't get paid for this or sponsorship or nothing. I solely love to do it, and because I've had people come up to me and say that my videos actually help them. And if you ever see me, please come up to me, because it literally makes my day and warms my heart that I know that this is helping somebody. And that's why I'm doing it, because I love it. And I'm documenting my life. I can look back at it in like 20 years and be like, wow, what was she doing? But yeah, so that was all the dirty tea on dorm life. Even though I'm drinking my coffee, but you know your girl's gonna drink your coffee and not tea when it's like 88 degrees outside. So that is all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram. It really helps me out, and I just love to engage with you guys, like I said. So, and if you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know like my posting schedule and when I post, because that's when I post like the link to my YouTube videos and stuff like that. So get on that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you have an amazing day. If you're just going freshman into college, good luck. You're gonna do great. Don't worry, it's an amazing experience. So, see ya!